These are the 5 best high-yield savings accounts of 2025. Q1. Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you I haven't met yet, hi, my name is John of John's Finance Tips, and this is a channel that I dedicate to talking all things money. Now, today's money topic specifically though is how you can start making money while saving money, specifically by way of using a free high-yield savings account. But before I can tell you how you can start putting your money to work for you for doing literally nothing, I want to address a quick elephant in the room, and that is the fact that interest rates across the board are down, except mortgages. That one kind of hurts. But regardless, the high-yield savings accounts in 2024 had much higher interest rates than the ones that we're currently seeing in 2025. And there's a billion reasons as to why that is. The simplest just has to do with the Fed fund rate. AKA, whenever you see the Federal Reserve decreasing or increasing rates, that's kind of having an impact on our high-yield savings account interest. For example, in 2023 and 2024, when the Federal Reserve interest rate was this high, interest rates for high-yield savings accounts were this high. But now that those federal rates are coming down, we're seeing a similar thing happening with the interest rates in our high-yield savings account. Does this mean that you shouldn't be putting money into a high-yield savings account? No, absolutely not. Your cash sitting in a mattress is actually losing money. So you should still be putting money into a high-yield savings account even though that the rates are coming down. However, is this annoying? Yeah, absolutely. It's really annoying to be like, oh my God, now I make less money for my money doing nothing. But that's still better than 0%, and unfortunately, this is just the game that we want to play if we want an edge over our peers who honestly are probably not doing anything with their money. With that out of the way, let's dive into our top 5 high-yield savings accounts of 2025 Q1. And for all of these accounts, they are FDIC insured. I'll call out any of the ones that have higher FDIC insurance as well. And be sure to stick around till the end of the video. I'm gonna give you a bonus account that is offering some incredibly high rates. In fact, probably the highest of all 5 we're gonna talk about. It just takes a little bit more work to get to, but I think it's 100% worth it. All right, let's go. Coming in at number 5, we have the American Express High Yield Savings Account. Opening requirements, pretty straightforward. There's no minimum deposit required and there are no monthly maintenance fees. As for the benefits, I think the biggest one is that it's in the American Express ecosystem. So if you have American Express credit cards, say one of my favorite, the American Express Gold, or some of their beginner cards like the American Express Blue Cash Everyday, well, it's easy enough to integrate this into your online dashboard so you have a view of everything. And this high-yield savings account comes in with an interest rate of 3.8%. Coming in at number 4, we have Ally Bank with their high-yield savings account. I have been an Ally customer since forever and a lifetime. In fact, I think they were my very first bank account that I opened way back in college. At the time, it was just checkings. I didn't have a savings yet, but now I'm a full-blown checking and savings customer. Opening requirements. This account similarly has 0 monthly maintenance fee and there's a $0 minimum deposit required to open. As for benefits, this account has a lot more bells and whistles compared to the American Express account. So first off, you have these things called savings buckets, which I really like. Think of them as digital envelopes within your savings account. So let's say you have a main savings account, but you want to save for a wedding or you want to save for a new car purchase. Well, instead of remembering that, okay, $100 is separated out for my wedding every month and $1,000 for the car, instead you can have a savings bucket set aside where it's just your wedding money, it's just your car money, but it still flows into your main account. So simple to get this set up and just way easier for me to visualize my savings. Next, you have Roundup. So what this does is it tracks your spending and it will do is round up to the nearest whole dollar, and once you reach $5 of roundups, it's deposited into your savings account. You can also like to get paid 2 days earlier as long as you have your paychecks direct deposit into your Ally Bank account. And as far as cash access, you can access out-of-network ATMs and it'll reimburse up to $10 every statement cycle. The Ally Bank High Yield Savings Account has an interest rate of 3.8%. Coming in at number 3, we have the SoFi High Yield Savings Account. Though technically it also comes with a checking account, but we'll get into that in a little bit. As far as opening requirements, this account also has no minimum deposit required to open, and there are no monthly maintenance fees. And I guess it's not really a requirement, it's just a technicality. When you open this high yield savings account, you also get a checking account with it. Honestly, I don't hate it. In fact, it's awesome, and you'll see why in just a moment. Benefits. This account is actually very similar to Ally. This account also has savings buckets, but they call them vaults. So think of those digital envelopes where instead of just having one main account, you can kind of have these subcategories and you can kind of much more easily separate out your saving. This account also gives you roundups every time you spend. However, you don't have to wait until you get a $5 minimum of roundups. I believe as long as it rounds up, it go ahead and deposits into your account. And with SoFi, you also get a checking account, and the balance that is in the checking account earns an interest rate of 0.5%, which doesn't sound like much, but trust me, for checking accounts, this is really not much of a thing. Most checking accounts earn nothing, maybe 0.1%. 0.5%, I'm loving that. The SoFi high yield savings account is right now offering an interest rate of 4%. In addition, this is the first account that we see offering a bonus for opening. You receive up to a $300 bonus if you have $5,000 of qualifying direct deposits within 25 days of the first direct deposit. And I'll put up a chart here. As you can see, you can also get a $50 bonus for a smaller amount of direct deposits, but personally, I don't think that's worth it. I would definitely try to aim for the $5,000 plus of direct deposits to get a $300 bonus. Now, even though this SoFi account is 3 out of our top 5, I would actually say this is probably my favorite kind of catch-all account for most people. You get a checking and a savings account, you get interest in the checking account, you get a bonus, and honestly, the bells and whistles are really, really good. And I do want to say, if you'd like to support my channel in any way, or if you want to find any of these top offers, I do have working affiliate links in the description box down below, so go ahead and check them out. And again, use me as a resource, check them out. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section down below there as well. And another benefit of the SoFi account is that it offers up to $2 million of FDIC coverage. So for those of you who have $2 million you want to put into a savings account, well, hi, I'm John, nice to meet you. I'm kidding. Know that you're covered with SoFi. Coming in at number 2, we have a Barclays high yield savings account. This account opening requirements, $0 minimum to open, and there are no monthly maintenance fees. Benefits. So similar to the SoFi account, this also offers a bonus, though it's not quite as attractive. You'll get a $200 bonus for depositing over $25,000. What is unique about this savings account though is it's tiered in terms of the interest rate that you earn. So the base interest that everyone earns is going to be 4.25%. However, if you have a balance that's greater than $250,000, you will earn an interest of 4.5%. And coming in at number 1, we have our friends over at Western Alliance Bank. Opening requirements. There are no monthly maintenance fees. However, you do need a $500 minimum deposit to open the account. As far as benefits, the biggest one here is gonna be the high interest rate. Specifically, you're gonna be earning a whopping 4.4% interest. And unlike the Barclays account, it's not a tiered system. Everyone is gonna get this 4.4% interest. And for those of you who stuck around, remember, there's a bonus account that actually earns more interest than everything that we've talked about. And that is the Quontic, I'll put the name up here, money market account. And that's coming in with a whopping interest of 4.75%. Now, I will be the first to admit, I personally haven't looked at money market accounts ever because, quite frankly, I didn't really know what they were. It sounded like money market. Like, what does that mean? Like, my money is put into the market, am I investing it? But it turns out it's pretty much just a savings account. In fact, if you go ahead and search the difference between a high yield savings account and a money market account, there aren't any for us as the consumer. In fact, with a money market account, you actually even get a debit card, which high yield savings accounts, they're not giving you a debit card. You're just gonna get your regular account and then you have to go transfer to your checking account and then you get a debit card. So that's pretty cool. The opening requirements for this account, there is no monthly maintenance fees. There is gonna be a $100 minimum deposit required to open the account. But same as your savings accounts, this is FDIC insured. In addition, with this account, you actually also can link it to say a Apple Pay, a Samsung Pay, or a Google Pay, or even a Zelle for quickly moving money in and out. And in short, if I were you and hunting after the highest interest rate possible, I would definitely be looking at this money market account by our friends at insert logo. All right, folks, that's the video. This was a great one. Thank you for joining me at the start of the new year. Wishing you all the best. Go ahead, start putting your money to work. And again, if you'd like to support my channel, I have links to some of these top offers in the description box down below. Check them out. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.